Ooh, is this closer? Closer. I should have did all this before I start the game. Okay. I'm sat. Camera is on. Okay. So the game is called Am I Dead? I can't turn all the way around. Oh, I can't go fast at all.
Well, here I am again, Maurice Lupton, off for my morning walk. This must be the finest stretch of beach on the finest island the whole world over. For a little speck of land in the North Atlantic, it sure is a good un. Oh, I see those yoga folks up at the lighthouse are up bright and early, saluting the sun and all that. I always thought that looked like fun.
I was about to say, they look like they're T-posing.
Ah, but this walk isn't the same without Sparky. She did love chasing that tennis ball. Oh, Sparky, I miss you, girl. Shelmerston used to be a quiet place. You'd only come here if you liked fishing or bird watching. But since the new ferry service started, we get loads of tourists. Ah, but what you gonna do? It's always changing. The crater's definitely been smoking more than usual lately. That's funny, that, for a dormant volcano.
That's not dormant.
Yep, Shelmerston's a smashing place. I'm lucky to call it home. Ah, the bench. Yeah, this is, well, it's my bench. Yeah, the museum paid for it because I was the curator there. Yeah, and they did that to remember me because,
Curator of Shelmerston.
oh yes,
He collected the
I
stories
am
in his voice.
dead.
Oh, so he died a while ago.
It's been some adjustment, but not all bad. Yeah, I should probably go and check on the museum, actually.
No, you shouldn't. You should go into the light.
Yeah, I've been collecting the stories of Shelmerston for years now, here in my museum. There are so many stories, and wonderful ones. The museum started off small, but just grew and grew. It's shut at the moment, of course.
I'm moving fast.
Not sure what's going to happen with it now that
That's
I'm
him.
no longer doing it. I do like coming back here, though. Gives me a bit of purpose, which I've really missed since, becoming dead. Oh, one thing that's been keeping me amused. Since I've been dead, I found I can do some new things.
Meet the Bog Woman, this island's oldest resident, preserved at peat bog for over 3,000 years.
Pretty weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what use it is, but it's been keeping me quite entertained.
Why would you be able to do that?
Ah, but the novelty's worn off. I mean, it's been, well, I don't know how long exactly, but an awful long time since I've had anyone to talk to. Well, anyone who talked back, anyway.
cipher key. It's so weird mechanic. They gonna be having me search for shit. Like, what's that? Donation box. Free entry. So they got donation box, leaflet stand. Future uncertainty for the museum. The show me son museum closes doors this week for what could be its final time following the death of its beloved founder and career Morris Lipton, who passed away last month. After the memorial ceremony held at the museum doors were kept open to allow the visitors to pay their respects. But now the future is in doubt. Mr. Lipton stipulated that the museum building and its contents will be left to the town. The ass yet no one has been found to overtake this running. So I thought. A geode. Geodes are volcanic rocks that are hollow with mineral matter that often crystallizes crystals on their inner surfaces, while geodes are usually split into two to reveal their beautiful interiors. This one has been left uncut. We can only guess the wonders that it can contain. But because I'm a ghost and I am dead, I can see inside it. Angolan's kiss. Creature said to live on the island. What the fuck is that? I'm assuming we're gonna run into that. Well, but show me something.
That sounds like Sparky. Is that you?
Oh, she's back.
Morris, come with me. I need to show you something.
We gave voice to the dog, and I'm here for it.
It's Sparky?
Morris, you worked it out.
You can talk?
Well, I could always talk. You just couldn't understand me.
And you can hear me?
Well, sure. You are talking, aren't you?
Oh, Sparky!
What is it, Morris?
It's been so long. I thought I'd had my last conversation. Oh, I'm so very glad.
I'm glad too, Morris. I've been waiting for you. We need to go...
Wait. Are you really my Sparky? My Sparky girl?
Mostly. The best bits. But listen, I don't know how long before the volcano erupts, but it's not long now.
The volcano? Erupting? But it's dormant.
It's clearly not dormant.
No. It has been dormant because of the custodian. But the custodian is weakening and we don't know how much longer they can hold on.
The custodian? What are you talking about?
Shelmerston is volcanic. It's supposed to erupt every once in a while. The only reason it hasn't is the custodian, keeping the island calm.
Wait, custodian keeping the island calm?
Take your time, Morris. Dogs are better at understanding this kind of stuff than humans.
The custodian is a ghost.
Yes! Now you're getting it. The custodian is a ghost who appeases the island, keeps it safe to live on. But the current custodian has been doing the job a long time and really needs to retire.
Well, the island needs a new custodian.
That's right. It's up to us to find a new one. There are 5 prospects that I know of. 5 ghosts still hanging around the island who haven't gone into the west yet. We need to find them and see if they'll take the job.
What if none of the prospects wants it?
If the current custodian fades away and there's nobody to commune with the island's spirit, well, that would be bad.
Bad how, Sparky?
Volcano bad. You've seen how it's smoking. We don't have long now.
Well, could I be the custodian?
Oh, I wish. But Ghost Code 342B dictates that the custodian must be a ghost who has been dead on this island for at least 1,000 days. And we don't have that long.
Ghost Code 342B. Yeah, well, I suppose that makes as much sense as anything else.
Right, let's get going, Morris. Our first prospect is Peter Noach.
Oh, yeah, from the yoga centre. Yeah, he died a few years ago, didn't he? Yeah, I remember his funeral on the lighthouse.
Yes, that's the fella. He always had those funny green treats. Let's go pay him a visit.
Well, let's go pay him a visit. Yap's Head.
Wow,
Lighthouse.
flying! Oh, this feels nice.
What? Oh, right. Oh, you kind of forget about it after a while.
I always was impressed with this yoga centre. Pete seemed like a chap who went through some tough times, and creating this place really seemed to help him.
Yep, and it's still going strong. They're always busy with folks from the mainland.
Yoga centre run by a robot. How things change. Well, it seems to be working out, though.
Robot.
So, now Pete's a ghost, so how do we find him?
Well, remember that clue I sent you from inside my urn? The tag?
Yeah.
Right. So that was something special to me while I was alive that helped me channel my ghost. A kind of memento. So we need to channel the ghost of Peter Noach. And to do that, we need to find his mementos.
And how are we going to do that?
By looking into the memories of those who loved him best. People with memories of Pete will have little thought bubbles coming out of their heads. Those are a sign you'll be able to dive into that person's memory.
I suppose that's hardly the strangest thing I've heard today.
Oh, Morris, just you wait. Now, to recap,
The dog
find
is saying
people
it
who
so
are close to
casually.
Peter,
He possesses
view their
people.
memories, track
They get
down the
possessed.
mementos, and then leave the rest to me.
The math mouse, though. Let's possess them.
So people, then memories, then mementos, then Pete. Yeah, think I get the idea. Okay, let's go.
He'd arrived on Shelmiston to take the job of lighthouse keeper. He led a solitary life for several years, seldom visiting the town and only speaking rarely, before opening a lighthouse as a yoga retreat with the help of a robot called EM. View this dossier from any time from the map screen. So Pete died in 2013. They don't have thought bubbles. So we gotta find 5 mementos. This looks important. A wooden elephant. Oh, he really decked out the lighthouse. He has thought bubbles. Hey girl, let's go. Yoga retreat attended.
I just got divorced and really wanted to go on a golfing holiday, but my best mate Tammy somehow talked me into doing a yoga retreat instead.
There it is.
Yoga made me feel weird and uncomfortable. After the first day, I'd basically given
Gotta
up.
make the memory
I thought
clear.
Pete was a bit angry with me. It was hard to tell.
Oh, there it is. There we go. Ah, it messed up.
Exploring the lighthouse, I came across Pete's set of clubs. Bingo, I thought. I wondered where I could practice my drive.
Okay. Golf clubs.
I took the clubs up to the observation deck and spent all afternoon perfecting my stroke. The sun was shining. It was the best time I'd had all week. Suddenly, I was aware of Pete watching me. My heart sank and I braced myself for a telling off. How wrong I was. Pete cracked a smile and joined in. Every evening for the rest of that week, we were up on that observation deck, driving balls into the sea. Best holiday in years. I even got into yoga by the end.
So did we find everything we needed to find with her? Does she have food in her bag? Oh, might be a special thing. Pete's golf team. Is that not one? That should be like this whole crux right there. Or is it because we didn't finish? Okay, maybe it's her memory that was not done yet. Oh, it's more to the room.
I just got divorced and really wanted to go on a golfing holiday, but my best mate Tammy somehow talked me into doing a yoga retreat instead. Yoga made me feel weird and uncomfortable. After the first day, I'd basically given up. I thought Pete was a bit angry with me. It was hard to tell. Exploring the lighthouse, I came across Pete's set of clubs. Bingo, I thought. I wondered where I could practice my drive. I took the clubs up to the observation deck and spent all afternoon perfecting my stroke. The sun was shining. It was the best time I'd had all week. Suddenly, I was aware of Pete watching me. My heart sank and I braced myself for a telling off. How wrong I was. Pete cracked a smile and joined in. Every evening for the rest of that week, we were up on that observation deck, driving balls into the sea. Best holiday in years. I even got into yoga by the end.
There we go. Okay, so I need to really figure out all the memories. Oh, but we're not.
I guess old Pete had a light side after all.
Hold on, I gotta blow my nose, so y'all don't listen to that. Y'all gotta bear with me on that. This is why I got me a little character, so y'all don't get to see all that. Okay, so now we should be able to go to this golf club set. What's in this? A toothbrush and a razor. The golf clubs. No, we'll go back. There we go. So complete a thing. We complete the human part, and we get the thing. Even though we found
I
it.
wonder how many golf balls are in the sea around this lighthouse.
A lot. I hope they're biodegradable.
Okay, let's find some more memories.
There's somebody in here. Oh, the robot's in here. EM243B. Robots like EM were commissioned as part of the Lighthouse Automation Project and shipped out to lighthouses across the British Isles. Designed specifically to aid the running of the lighthouse, the EM models were well known for their enhanced empathy circuits and horticultural skills. And that's why all the plants are there.
When Pete arrived at the lighthouse, he needed help running it, but refused all offers. Eventually, fearing the possibility of a shipwreck, Trinity House sent me to Shelmerston to help keep things running smoothly. I bought Pete a plant as a welcome present. He introduced himself very quietly, but didn't seem to want to say anything else. He seemed distracted, like gravity was pressing down on him harder than other people.
We gotta find this plant. Is it pink?
Whenever I would enter a room, Pete would mutter some excuse to leave. I didn't have a single conversation with anyone in months.
That's called
Eventually,
depression.
Pete noticed the plant. Then, Pete noticed me. That was the start of what became this plant room. We spent hours in here over the years, sowing seeds and tending our plants together.
Wow. Robots got complicated, didn't they? Yeah, I didn't realise how important Em was to Pete. I suppose everyone needs a friend. Huh, Sparky?
Oh, this is it. A grapefruit tree. But it got pretty far with that. I support them.
Ugh! Dogs hate all fruit. I'm not going near this, Morris.
Let's see. I feel like there should be some hidden things in here, but I just wouldn't know where to look. Interesting. The ballroom.
I met Pete for the first time on a yoga retreat in Goa. He was the best yoga teacher, but very reserved. I noticed he had some army tattoos. I wanted to ask about them, but he would never talk about himself. When I got home, I looked him up. I couldn't believe it. He'd been with Special Forces in Helmand and was awarded a medal for bravery. Pete's unit had been in an ambush. He tried to save a colleague whose leg had been blown off, but by the time they'd reached base, it was too late. Pete was the only survivor. I booked the retreat again the next year. I thought he was such an interesting bloke. Still waters, you know. And one evening, after class, I followed him down to the beach. I saw him throw something into the water and went to have a look. Picked it out of the shallows before it was washed away. It was his medal. I went back to Goa the following year, but Pete wasn't teaching and it just wasn't the same. Not as good. Then, a couple of years later, I saw an online ad for his new retreat in a lighthouse. I booked immediately. I took the medal with me. Perhaps he would want it back. It was the same Pete Noach, and if anything, he was an even better teacher. One coffee break, when I got him on his own, I brought up Helmand in conversation. I wish I hadn't. It was like a shutter coming down. I didn't mention the medal. I kept coming back for the yoga, and you know, over the years I saw Pete mellow. I think the lighthouse was doing him good. He even cracked a joke with the group once in a while. So, that summer, the one before he died, I decided to act. It was the day I was leaving and I showed him his medal. There was a moment of total surprise. I was worried then. But he took it. He turned it over in his hand. The poor guy was lost for words. He gave me a nod of thanks and slipped it into his pocket. I'm glad he got it back.
Where will we find this at?
Oh, Pete. I had no idea.
Where will we even find the medal? His workshop. Why would you put a metal like that? Because so far, like, all the pieces have been in the same room, right? We hide it in a matchbox? No. It just seems... It's curious. Like a crock in a shisha. A bird. There's a bathroom. Would the metal be in storage? I would imagine they put his stuff in storage, right? I guess not. Guess I can't search that. There's the other fucking shoe. What does that mean? Is his head full of gems? How did they vacuum that? It's got incense, murders. Bunch of shoes. Is that not Pete's hat? Oh, that's Pete's new hat. Simone and after Pete died, Simone was assured she would return to the Shelmerson Yoga Center, but she didn't want to let down the regular group of friends she had made here. They always had come for half term, and when she arrived, she discovered the old magic hadn't been lost.
Pete was hard to read, you know? Strong, silent type. But you could tell he loved his collection of Buddhas. He said they were like fat little soldiers that kept him safe. To be honest, I thought that was a bit odd. But he was a great teacher. Pete was very protective about his collection. Hated people messing with them, even telling off Em when she was dusting them.
Oh, that's actually really tiny.
One day, one of the Buddhas went missing. Pete was distraught. Not much affected him, so it was a shock for everyone to see how upset he was. All of us at the retreat spent the whole afternoon searching, but we never found it. To cheer him up, Em bought Pete a little toy robot. You could tell Pete was delighted.
Yeah, we gotta find the toy robot. Shall we be finding the toy robot?
Ah, what a lovely gesture. She was a good friend, that Em.
We found it, right? Here we go. We got to find.
Oh, what a nice little fella. I'm glad we found him. Hey, I'm starting to pick up the scent of something else here. I think it's Grenkins.
Grenkins?
Yeah, they're tiny spirits, distant relations of the island spirit. Apparently, they bring good luck. When we get close to one, I'll pop up and let you know.
Okay, Sparky.
Okay. So the only thing that looks like a Grankin is this. These voodoo's are interesting because they have jewels inside them. About the heads. What would a Grankin be? I haven't seen the entirety of the robots. Looks like he runs on AA batteries. Some vinyl records, some books. Why would we be able to see inside the robot? We found a remote and some money. And some crumbs. What is that it wants me to do? It's a newspaper. There's probably some story on it. Escape octopus still at large in Selmiston Old Town. The octopus is known as Slippery Derrick, and it has been sighted again on the Pori side when it's terrified a group of tourists on Friday evening. When it terrified a group of tourists on Friday evening as they made their way home after a late night in the Camel Pub. Fish market traders are demanding that something must be done about the cephalopod. Octopuses are known for being highly intelligent and having no internal skeleton and are able to squeeze themselves in the smallest of gaps. Amid growing concern about the increased volcanic activity, two top scientists from University College London are now on the island to take measurements. Interesting. She said it's a Rankin in here. I don't even know where it is. Oh, go back down.
Okay, we're in the right place. But now we need to slice and rotate this object to just the right spot to get the Grenkin out.
What do you mean slice and rotate? I hope I'm not consistent. I don't have time for that. Let's figure this out. One out of 9. Does that mean there is 9?
Hello, Grenkin. Good to see you. Morris, these spirits have been on Shelmerston for thousands of years, and they bring good luck. We should definitely keep finding them.
Oh my god, it's a lot of them. That's a lot of them. What is it in the coffee pot? Why is there a fucking shoe in the pot? There's milk in the cabinet. Still have to find his medal. He has to have some type of like private quarters that nobody goes in, right? Like that's what I'm thinking. Can we check the record? It says there's something in here. What is that? Is it in the milk? Is that like the milk carton? Okay, so there is 9 in here, so at least she's alerting us. The room is wild, but like, what is that? That's like Morse code. That's it. It's in here. Is it polka dots? No. I don't get what that clue is. Oh, okay. There we go. I forgot about the cupcakes. At least the math is mathing. Gotta be in the elephant. No, it's in the chimes. I need to get them from another angle. There we go. It's in here. What is that doing in there? How do I get back in there? Let me get on top of this. It's gotta be facing me, right? Facing me, but I need it to be turned. Oh. There it is. You see, we're still not finding the metal. We have, like, we gotta talk to that bird too. But where's the metal? Who would have the metal? some type of shoe. What is the compass doing in there? There's a military map in the shoe. So what about the other shoe? Well, I mean, we found the Buddha on this level. I just thought about why there would be so many light bulbs, because we're at a lighthouse. The math mouse. The math mouse. But there's nothing here, and we haven't found the metal. Stella? That was crazy.
I was getting ready to lay my egg. But my nest needed that little something extra. I found the perfect thing.
A Rubik's Cube?
The human and that metal beast seemed quite agitated at their loss.
I always hated those blooming things.
So where's your nest? Developed by Augustine Jean Fitzgerald to reduce the amount of glass needed to create the amount of glass needed to create lighthouse lenses, while still allowing the lighthouse to be the light to be shown over a large distance. This is achieved by instead one of the curved lens, a Fresnel lens, fractures a series of smaller flat sections at different angles, which gives the same focusing effect with smaller volume of glass. Nothing there. A puzzle cube.
Dogs are actually very good at solving these. They're just hard for us to turn.
Well, where's the metal? We gotta find the metal. Okay. Can I go back in here and for the metal? How I get back in this lighthouse? Okay, there we go. The foyer. Wait. The cellar has nothing. The foyer had the booter. This had the golf club. It's hard to believe that there was nothing in there. And then there's this thing. Is it hanging? Are we hanging? No. Not to give me a hint. Hanging plants. I couldn't click on the robot himself. What will make that shape? Because it has to have something up under it, lengthwise, but be oval in the center, and then oh, this right here, right? There it is, right? We just need... Is it upside down? Okay, there it is. There we go. We got one more. And we gotta find the middle. Metal's in this room. That's what I'm looking for right there. Rotate it. There we go. We did it! So the metal is also in this room. So I wonder if it's like someone. There it is.
This is a conspicuous gallantry cross. They don't give those to just anybody.
Right. He did something pretty important for that.
Okay, that's all of the mementos. Now what do we have to do?
Wow, I'm getting a really strong scent. Well done. I should easily be able to sniff out Peter's spirit now.
All right then.
Sniff him out.
What do you need me to do?
Absolutely nothing. Just let me do my thing. There's many things in the world you haven't seen, Morris.
Those things, eh?
Yeah, what are those
Yep.
things?
I mean, yep. Those are all of Pete's fragments. I just need to round them up.
Oh god.
Well, go get 'em, girl.
So now. Oh god. Do I have all of these fragments? Why was he broken apart?
Pete! Oh, wow! It's really you! Well, it's me, Morris. Morris Lupton.
Of course I remember you, Morris. It's lovely to see you. How's death treating you?
Oh,
At
well,
least
you
they
know
know
it's
they're
a bit
dead.
jarring, but... Well, I'm having a
Sad.
nice enough
A
time.
morbid of a
But
game
listen,
that I thought was
Pete,
going to be
we've come to
after
ask you
Jake.
something. Do you know about the custodian?
The custodian? The person who communes with the island, yes? I've noticed the volcano looks like it's waking up.
Yes, well, that's the thing. We need a new one.
Oh, me? To be the custodian? Oh, Morris, I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm the one for this job. I spent my whole life and my whole afterlife trying to find peace. And lately, I think I found it. I'm satisfied with how things turned out. I'm finally ready to go into the West. I don't want to stay around any longer.
Well, fair enough.
Would you want to come with me? I would be grateful for the company.
Well, that's kind of you, but I do really need to help find a new custodian. Maybe afterwards.
I understand. Well, best of luck with the search then. I'm sure you'll find someone perfect for it.
Okay, that was one.
Well, that didn't go well.
Oh, no worries, Morris. Plenty of other prospects.
And she
Well,
only got like four
four.
more.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pete mentioned going into the West. What is that?
Oh, well,
Like
that's
the
a very
afterlife?
complicated question, Morris. Just think of it as leaving all this behind, which is not something we can do now. We need to go find Val. They're opening the sculpture park today.
Oh, is that opening already? Time certainly does move a bit quicker once you're not in the world. Talking to people, it all feels so distant. Though, if I'm being honest, I suppose I was a little buried in the museum those last few years after, well, you know. You might say I started living like a ghost well before I became one.
Oh, you weren't a ghost, Morris. That museum is full of life, and ghosts can't give belly rubs anywhere near as well as you did, trust me. Now let's get going. We're gonna find
I'm glad
Val.
they found
Ah,
her.
yes, Val. I do feel a bit sorry for her, having her home invaded by all these silly artists.
Maybe. But at least we have a laird who's interested in doing nice things for Shelmerston.
Yeah, I suppose so. I was never sure about letting all those artists stay on Shelmerston, but I must admit that his heart's in the right place. Well, let's find Val then. After you, Sparky.
That's right. sculpture garden.
My, how the park has changed.
I want to make sure. I want to save and quit. I hope that's done right. Okay, the sculpture garden. Cool. So now we can come back and play again the next level.